Good morning. We're back. Keeping this thing rolling. As I stated before, a little bit more of like when it happens, it happens. And I was feeling it today. Now, my long time momentum train was always about Tech Talk Tuesdays that get aired on Wednesday. Today's Thursday. That's right. We got Tech Talk Tuesday though, regardless of what day it gets updated on. It's sort of a long overdue one. This is something that I get asked about a lot on Strava, on Instagram, on here, even at the races. Folks ask what I use for data tracking. I'm not a super big tech nerd junkie, pulling stats on all my bikes. I don't race with power. I do have a power meter on my road bike. That's really just about it. I don't do a whole lot in that world. I have heart rate, but it's not a lot. Well, we'll get into all of that. So what do I use? If you have been a long time viewer, you know that I've previously used the Garmin Fenix 3. I'm a big fan of the wearables category, as you can see here as I'm waving my hands around. I use the Garmin. This is a new version. The guys at Garmin sent this to me to use. To be like a quick review when it came out. Kind of stopped doing the vlog, and well, now we'll consider this a 6-month, 8-month review. I've used this a lot. This is the Garmin ForeRunner 945. It's sort of everything the Fenix was, minus a few of the lifestyle features, put into a lighter weight plastic body, which made it really great for racing. You don't even really notice it. Love it, super sweet. It's got some features that the Fenix 3 didn't have, and a lot more fun, cool, better integration, color, heart rate on the backside, navigation with turn-by-turn directions and street names and road maps and proper mapping and all of that. So there's a lot that I've used this for over the last little bit. So let's get the run through going. I'm not sure why I'm even taking and putting this back on. Let's start from the beginning. It's on my home screen. I like the good old analog style. It's got just the 12 and the 6 watch hand and little hash marks. It's basic, it's clean, it's classic. It's not too much tech. I don't like a lot of tech. The only thing that I get notifications for are text message and phone call. No Strava alerts, no Instagram alerts, no Facebook alerts, no tweets, any of that stuff. I hate that stuff. Got battery life. I've got elevation gain, or elevation you're currently at, because that's just cool to know. Date, that's an important item, along with the time, obviously. And my favorite that's now on this, that was not available on my previous watch, but is available on the 5, the Fenix 5, the Fenix 6, and the ForeRunner series now, is time until sunset. This comes into handy a lot when I'm doing late afternoon rides and I gotta know exactly how much time I have left. So I have the sundown time on here. So currently it's gonna get dark. Actually, no, it's not gonna get dark, but sundown's at 5:25. So that's a really cool feature. The other cool part about that one is so it'll click up a couple times. Oh, boom, right there. So then it's got the Twilight Windows. So I really know that I have until 5:50 to be out riding before it's like black. So 6:45 starts twilight, sun's up 7:13, tells me sundown at 5:23, and I got till 5:50. So that's a really cool feature. Probably one of my favorite features on the new series versus my old Fenix 3. Another cool thing is the heart rate monitor on the back. It's got the pulse oximeter, and to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what that gives back to me, like what the importance is of that for me. Something that is kind of fun, we've done some testing on it with this heart rate based, I don't know why I'm putting it on again, keep it right here. With this heart rate based on the wrist versus a strap monitor, they actually are very close to accuracy. Some folks don't think that this is super accurate, but it actually is. The only thing that we've noticed is that when you have a very firm grip, say like you're climbing super hard or you're sprinting or you're on the mountain bike and you're making a quick turn and you sort of like flex, if you flex your forearm, the restriction of blood flow to the wrist will give you a brief lapse in uptick of heart rate or downtick. So it takes a couple seconds for it to sort of, readjust. Now your heart rate also takes a while to come up and to come down. So it ends up hitting the same numbers, and you generally will find that the average for the whole ride or your max or all of that, they actually are very close and very accurate. It's just that when you hit a quick burst and you like immediately look at your watch, it may take a couple seconds for it to read what that is. Not the end of the world. The actual data is pretty stinking accurate. Don't notice that readjusting it or having a less hairy arm or less sweaty does anything to it. So, what I've noticed, take that with a grain of salt. Now, my next favorite feature, when you're out and about, you're exploring, diving deep, you're kind of lost, you want to know exactly how far it is to get back. Maybe you're just ready to turn around and you don't want to continue with the route. When you're in the route, in your workout I should say, you go to use map, and then you're gonna scroll down to go home, okay? Now you can either choose to back step or back trace your steps, so that would be the exact like an out and back route. You could probably do that, or you can basically click the I'm completely annihilated and cracked mode and get me the quickest route home. So then what you do is you click start, it does its thing, and it will get you the most direct route back to where you started. That's a pretty stinking cool feature. Turn by turn directions with like turn left on this road, turn right on this road. It has a map with street names on it. It shows you the distance until you're done. It even gives you an estimated time of arrival. It's a lifesaver. You're like, hey, I'll be back in 30 minutes. I've got 3 cliff blocks left. I should be able to survive with a quarter bottle of water and completely smoked. So that's a pretty fun feature too that's on this that was not available on the Phoenix 3. The Phoenix 3 would do routing and it would say turn right in 100 meters or 100 yards or 100 feet, but it didn't have road signs, it didn't have proper mapping. A lot of times I would blow the turn and then I'd have to loop and head back to the direction. Lots of apps. The Twilight is probably my favorite feature, so I know exactly how much time I have to ride. The maps are super sweet. The weight of this thing is fantastic for racing. In particular, cyclocross, having it on my wrist makes perfect sense. I always crack up when I show up on the start line and I look over and I see everybody's got their Garmin or their Wahoo on their bike. And it's like, if it's a muddy race, you're only gonna get half your data. Are you gonna stop in the pit and then swap your Garmin over your other bike? No, that makes no sense. If you don't have all of it, why have any of it? So put it here, be way smarter about it. Wearables all the way. Garmin's the way to go. I'm a big fan of it. I love it. Yes, they gave this to me, but no, I'm not sponsored. They just love what I do, kind of sharing onto you guys, and I really, really, really do like this. This was, I wanted to start wearing this without being into it. I wasn't an on the bike guy. Cleaned up my handlebar system. I don't have any of these hanging off of the front of my bike anymore. Then it's empty because I forgot the Garmin because it's sitting, the charger at the house. It's on my wrist every day. It's next to my phone. I put it on, I'm ready to go. So I'd say I probably have a 99% rate of wearing this on the ride. And when I was using a Garmin 510, I had a 35% rate. So I've been in the wearables game for the last like 3 years now. I really want a Phoenix 6, so it's freaking sweet. I love them. I think I would use this for racing and training, and then the Phoenix 6 for every day. Looks a little bit, looks a little less bike nerdy, doesn't shout I'm an athlete quite as much, so I really like that. I also like how that has interchangeable bands, kind of mix it up, get some color. I really like the OD green one. The red is sweet. There's a cool new like black and red like woven looking one. Dig that to you. So there's more features, but I love them. I fully approve. That's the tech that's on my wrist. You guys ask me that a lot, so hopefully those answers those questions. That's a wrap for this Tech Talk Tuesday that's gonna come out on Thursday, but hey, that's all right, right? So, thanks for tuning in. It's ride season. See you guys in the next video. Over and out.